And welcome dear students of class 8th. First of all, I congratulate all of you for your success in the 7th class examination, and now you have been promoted in class 8. So start from today, work hard from today so that it will be very easy for you to crack any examination. I'm your English teacher here, and today I'm going to teach you the first topic in English course book, that is the poem number 1, A Nation's Strength. It is given on page number 49 of your English course book. So let us move towards the poem. The nation's strength. So first of all, we are going to look who had written the poem. This poem, A Nation's Strength, has been written by Ralph Waldo Emerson or Ralph R.W. Emerson. The poem, A Nation's Strength by William Ralph Emerson, is in the form of questions. And finally, the poet's conclusion regarding what nation's strength is and what is not. The poem has been divided into 6 stanzas having 4 lines each. So you can also look on your books. There are 6 stanzas in the poem, and each stanza has 4 lines. Now I will explain you the poem stanza wise. Firstly, first stanza, what makes a nation's pillars high and its foundation strong? What makes it mighty to defy the foes that round it throng? This is the first stanza. So, if we look at the first stanza, what the poet wants to tell us in the first stanza, we can say in the first stanza, compared with a building, the poet simply asks the readers what makes our nation's pillars high. The poet questions to the readers that what makes a nation's pillars high and its foundation strong, and what makes us mighty, that is strong enough to defy, to defend or resist the foes, that is enemies. Foes means enemies that round it throng, or those who gather around to damage. So in the first stanza of the poem, the poet just asks us the questions that what are the things, or what is that makes a nation strong, and also what is it that can defeat the foes means enemies. Now it's the next stanza. It is not gold, its kingdoms grand go down in battle shock. Its shafts are laid on sinking sand, not on abiding rock. So, in the second stanza, the poet himself answers. Now, the poet himself answers the questions he had put forward in the first stanza. He says that it is not gold, it's not wealth that makes a country great. Here, gold stands for material progress of a nation. A nation may have large treasures of gold, money, natural resources. It may be having very high per capita income. Material progress is not permanent. Wealth is not permanent. It may come and it may go. The rich also make a person or a nation proud and rash. So any battle can ruin the material progress of a person or a nation. We have so many examples in modern world in this context. Even the mighty and richer country may be destroyed. So the rich and material progress do not provide strong foundations to the nation. So money, gold, this cannot be the reason for the strong foundations of a nation. The building which stands on weak foundations may fall any time. The foundations made on the basis of wealth is like that made on sinking sand, not on durable rock. It may fall any time, it may be defeated by its enemies any time. So, in second stanza, it is told to us by the poet that gold, wealth, or any kind of material wealth cannot make a nation strong. So, after this is the next stanza, that is it the sword? Ask the red dust of empires passed away. The blood has turned their stones to rust, their glory to decay. So, in the stanza 3, the poet again puts a question, that is it the sword that makes a nation strong? Here, the sword stands for power. Sword is referred as power. The people who are economically strong threaten others to dire consequences. They even fight and terrorize them to accept their supremacy. Similarly, is the case with the nations who are strong and powerful. They bully other nations to accept defeat. History is replete, full of with examples of battles fought between such rulers. The poet suggests to us to ask the dust of empires which are no more now about the result of such battles. The bloodshed made the strong pillars of those empires weak, as rust forces iron to decay. The glory of the powerful empires never lasted for long. This was the stanza 3. Now moving towards the 4. And is it pride? Ah, that bright crown has seemed to nations sweet, but God has struck its luster down in ashes as it is at his feet. So, after explaining that battles never wars, battle means war, never made a nation strong, the poet proceeds to say that the pride of wearing glittering crowns also never made their nations powerful. Emperors, and kings in the past had been very fond of wearing bright crowns on their heads. They also felt proud of being powerful and owning great empires. But their pride had to fall down, their glory had to fade away with the passage of time. Kingdoms may have achieved glory by making victories over weak kingdoms, but that glory was not permanent. Now there is a stanza 5, not gold, but only man can make a people great and strong, men who for truth and honor's sake stand fast and suffer long. Brave men who work while others sleep, who dare while others fly, they built a nation's pillars deep and lift them to the sky. In the stanza, the poet explains his points clearly in the straightforward manner. He says that it is not the gold or wealth that makes a nation strong. Only the people who can stand by truth and honesty and who can suffer long for these great virtues can make their country great and strong. These are the brave men who are always alert and active. These are the men who sacrifice their sleep for the safety and security of their country. These are the men who dare to challenge the enemies of their country and never run away from their duty. These are the men who make the pillars of nations deep and strong and take them high in the sky. They provide strong foundations to edifice to the edifice of their nation. So, if we see only the brave man can defeat the enemies and can make the foundations of a strong nation. This is what the poem is about. So, this poem is about the strength of a nation, where it lies. That is what Ralph Waldo Emerson had told us in the poem, that it does not lie in the gold, it does not lie in the money, it does not lie in material wealth or materialistic things. If we see any nation's strength can be seen by its brave men who work for their country, who remain always alert and ready to sacrifice their lives for the country, who are honest and truthful. So, in this poem, Emerson has described the secret of greatness of a nation. He says that the secret of greatness of a nation does not lie in money and gold. Only the people of the country can make a nation great and strong. Then the poet mentions the type of people needed in order to make a nation strong. They are the people who can suffer long for the sake of honor and truth. Lazy and easygoing people cannot serve their country. Only hardworking and courageous people can contribute to the strength of a nation. Sincere and brave persons can build the foundations of their country deep and strong. So, this was the central idea of the poem, also. Now, you will go through the glossy given on page number 50. You will learn them and understand them. Also, this I will tell you, go through the poem once again by yourselves. And this all was for the day. Thank you.